The elusive win-win. Increase your efficiency in using Smartsheet and reduce your security risks by doing one thing: domains. Let's look into this. Hello, my name is Tom Zelstra. I was a Smartsheet employee for over 7 years, focused on helping customers optimize their Smartsheet platform. I now serve as a principal architect at SoftwareX, a Smartsheet Platinum partner. We believe in the platform because it offers tremendous leverage for the investment organizations have made in Smartsheet. You can learn more by completing the interest form in the link below in the video description, and please view additional insight videos. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to talk about domains within the context of the Smartsheet service. Who is interested in domains? That's going to be all organizations globally that have at least one Smartsheet enterprise plan. It'll be the system administrators of Smartsheet in those organizations and an IT resource known as a DNS administrator that will be interested in this topic. What is a domain in the context of Smartsheet? It is a globally unique organizational identifier. This applies to all regions, and it applies to enterprise plans within those regions. Why are we so interested in domains? Because domains enable really scalable user management and an optional centralized mode of operation. We have a different platform insight video that goes into depth into centralized mode of operation. Really encourage you to look into that as your first opportunity. Our agenda is explaining what a domain is from the perspective of Smartsheet, the process of claiming or validating a domain, the features related to domains within Smartsheet that benefit from these domains being validated, and some unique insights. It's a domain name that's purchased by an organization. A great example, as we see on screen here, is an email address of jsmith@domain.com. Replace domain.com with your organization's purchased domain. It empowers organizations that do validate their domains or claim them, as we're about to demonstrate to you. They have the option to govern Smartsheet for all users throughout their organization. Validating a domain, as you can see here, it's a single record entered into a public internet system known as DNS, or domain name system. That process is very straightforward and can typically be done in a matter of minutes by DNS administrators. And once it is completed, Smartsheet will confirm that the domains have been properly set up and are in place. What are the features that can benefit from having domains validated in Smartsheet? There's custom email domains, single sign-ons, user auto-provisioning, and alternate email addresses. Let's get into them. A custom email domain is a feature available to all Smartsheet organizations with an enterprise plan at no additional cost. And it's a one-time effort that once the same DNS administrator creates some records one time, and then when that process is complete, email messaging, automated alerts, update requests, sheet sharing actions, and the at mentions throughout the service all go to a customized email address that they're sent from Smartsheet that includes the domain of the organization, as opposed to the generic Smartsheet messaging, which sometimes can get caught up in certain organizations' email filters. A custom single sign-on URL is a really nice feature that organizations that validate their domains and centralize down to a single instance or a single plan of Smartsheet, and also implement state-of-the-art single sign-on or SAML authentication as the only method of authentication, can create a custom internet URL that will direct all of their organizational users around the world. They can go to any computer browser, type in this unique URL, and they'll be directed automatically to their single sign-on authentication to log in to Smartsheet. User auto provisioning, an extremely powerful feature. It'll automatically add all new users throughout an organization with these domains in their email address, automatically add them into a specific enterprise plan. It'll sweep in what could be hundreds of users throughout the organization that have their own individual free plans. When it is implemented, it will automatically bring all of them into a single enterprise plan. It prevents other personnel throughout an organization from creating their own Smartsheet internal plans, and it enables authentication policies. An alternate email address, a less heralded but very powerful capability for organizations that may need it. These are organizations where some amount of their personnel have multiple email addresses that are used for their work. They have a primary email address they're using within Smartsheet, but they are highly likely to have someone attempt to collaborate with them in Smartsheet at one of their additional or alternate email addresses. This feature allows what would be one or potentially multiple alternate email addresses to efficiently be added to that user's profile in Smartsheet. And every time someone attempts to share to one of those alternate email addresses, instead of that user having duplicate Smartsheet accounts, it will prevent that from happening. We've got a demonstration we're going to show you now. Now we'll demonstrate alternate email addresses in action in Smartsheet. We're going to go ahead and share the sheet to one of the alternate email addresses of a user we created for this demonstration. We'll share to the user, we'll pick a permission level, click share, and notice what happens. That address, it instantly informs the user attempting to share to that user that email address belongs to a different email address that is the primary email address of that user. It will not let them share to the email address they attempted, and it will give them the opportunity to share to the actual primary email address of that user. Great feature. Some insights on domains. It takes about an hour for a skilled IT DNS administrator to complete not only the domain or domains validation and activation, but also the additional optional domain related features such as custom email addresses and a single sign-on URL, if that is a benefit to the organization. This is a really, really key Smartsheet form of identification. In fact, as we move forward in early 2025 with Smartsheet's user subscription model becoming the new standard for licensing and membership in plans, the domain is the delineating factor that determines any one knowledge worker, if they are internal to an organization or whether they're outside that organization. The domain is the identifying object. Only one Smartsheet enterprise plan in a region, one in the United States, potentially if an organization's in Europe as well, and potentially if they're in Smartsheet Gov. Only one plan in each of those regions around the world, and for most customers, they only operate in one region at this time, can claim a domain. So once a domain is validated and activated, no other organization can claim that domain. And in closing, managed domains really equal streamlined Smartsheet operation. It is not possible to achieve that goal without best practice management of domains. Thank you for watching, and please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you found this video helpful.